and welcome to Starlight House. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Libra. This is a general reading, so just take what message resonates with you and leave others behind. And if the reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. And I hope you like the reading. If you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So Libra, how are you doing? Middle of November. How are you feeling? Hope the first few weeks of November were exciting for you. Take a deep pause. Think about the thought, feeling, question that brought you to this reading. Think about that. Focus on it. Maybe this reading has an answer for you. Let's see what's going on with you in the middle of November. Six of Chalices. Ten of Chalices. So reminiscing about the past, and that's kind of blocking future love. Past situations. Queen of Chalices. Balancing emotional troubled waters. Becoming a compassionate, loving person. Like, it's like if you were increasing more of self-compassion. That's what's pointing towards, and that's where reminiscing is coming. Mind's a mission. Ace of Pentacles. To start a new situation. Heart's desire. Ten of Coins. Prosperity and abundance. So maybe a relationship or a start of a relationship is blocking those two. Future situations. Hanged Man. Connection to mind. Increasing mental strength. Realizing the mystery of the universe. Suggested advice or action. Empress. Context for this advice or action. Ace of Chalices. So finding self-love and letting go of the past. Because that kind of like you being dwelling in the past is kind of blocking your own healing. So Empress in a way also reminds us of like our own parent, the person we would look up to if we have some emotional chaos going on. So they could be like alive, dead, or some other person you psychologically look up to, and they kind of represent that Empress figure who would guide and acknowledge your emotions and help you understand them. So it's like awakening your own inner Empress or connection to that Empress to find self-love, to find self-trust, self-affection, and let go of the past. You've reminisced enough. I think so. There was troubled emotional waters that you're still balancing. More or less you're done, but you're still dwelling into that old something that has ended, something that was a thing of the old. Maybe deceit of some kind, or maybe just two like incompatible people together. So the movement to this new relationship is kind of being blocked by you being stuck in the past. And you not being able to move to this new is kind of blocking your ability to invest into this money energy. Or maybe you're just diverting now, focusing yourself completely on that money space. And that's where the suggestion is to heal your heart, heal yourself, like acknowledge your emotions, hopes and fears. King of Chalices. So yeah, acknowledge your emotions. Get to stability. It's like you're hoping to find this inner emotional leader whose stewardship basically would allow you to go through these troubled times, or this conflict inside your mind about past, dwelling on it, and then still hoping for a new future. So for that new future to come in, you have to allow this past to go away. It's like you have to clear up a space in your house for new stuff to come in. It's the same concept. So you have to clear up your mind space to allow a new relationship to come in. And unless you have let go of a past relationship, that would be very hard. It's like then you would try to substitute the new relationship or substitute the past relationship with this new one rather than taking it as a new relationship. And for it, it has to be a new relationship. For that, you have to release the old. So that's where it's like the suggestions are to find your own inner parent, inner leader, seeking a validation of your emotion outside. I'm not suggesting against it, because if you fail to find this inner leader inside you, then you should seek someone who you trust, who you believe in. But the card suggests you should try to take this time, take this opportunity, connect to your mind. Because seemingly all the answers are within you. You know them, you're just choosing not to acknowledge them. You're just choosing not to listen to those answers and try to find something that being stuck in the past is making you want to listen. What I mean by that is, if you stay dwelling in the past situation, being stuck in that or living in that memory would only make you wish for that memory in that moment. So it's like if you had a conflict, breakup, or relationship went away, living that time and again would only want you to hope that thing to work, rather than really learning from it, your mistake or what you didn't do for it to survive, learning that mistake, acknowledging it, accepting and imbibing its inputs towards you, and then moving on. Not allowing this new relationship to come in is also blocking the money towards you. If you're rather diverting your attention towards that and pushing your emotions under the rug, it's blocking your emotional stability, and without emotional stability, it would be really hard to move on. It would be really hard to apply yourself with 100% efficiency and efficacy. It would be really hard to do that. In fact, not having a stable mind or stabilized emotional state, that would impact your decision making in key moments. So if you're rather worried about money coming towards you, or you're diverting your attention towards that, all these cards point towards nope. Bring back self-love, bring back self-trust, and the only way to do that is to find a leadership within yourself through Hangman to take you through these troubled waters. And it could also be that you being stuck in this past situation, past memory, you trying to relive it, or you're trying to make it work inside your own mind, and hoping that now if you go back to that person, if you show these changes, it would work. Or the other way around is like if you're hoping that the other person has transformed and then they show up. They actually have transformed. Not like how, so it could not be exactly that same exact person, but it would be that similar energy, a similar looking person, a person who now matches to your current mental emotional state is showing up, but you're still choosing to remain in the memory of someone else. So that memory needs to be let go of, that emotion needs to be released. You have to clean up the house for the new stuff to come in. So find that emotional leadership inside you. Let's see potential outcome. 6 of Coins. 6 of Coins is a card of philanthropy. So it's over here, it seems to point towards 2 scenarios. If you're worried too much about pentacle situation, your money, financial stability, it's pointing towards be a little more philanthropic about it. And that philanthropy also would allow you to bring more of this emotional peace, like self-trust, self-love. Like it's like when you start showing love to other people who you truly believe deserve those love, even if they don't respond back as you're expecting, but your inner self would make you feel full enough that you were able to share that love or the abundance with someone else. So be philanthropic about that. And the second scenario is that if you're looking and hoping for these relationships to come in, and you're finding it hard for a new relationship to come in, and that's forcing you to stay in the memory of the old, then try to share with people like who you are, share your energy, not from the perspective that you want to be in a relationship with them, but rather that you're putting out positive effort, and that positive effort or energy would bring back positive result in the return. So that's why the philanthropy part of it is that you put out that energy, you send out that positive vibration without any expectation in the return. So that would allow you. So all the idea of being philanthropic is sharing your energy with someone else, sharing your love with someone else, sharing yourself with someone else would actually create this self-important impression inside you that at times it becomes really hard when you are in other people's world or you are going through this emotional chaos. Self-trust, self-importance, self-love kind of goes away because you're trying to fix something that didn't work, and that has impacted your ego. To revive that ego, it's kind of becomes important to start sharing yourself in a positive way with positive people, so that that vibration changes who you are, changes your perception of reality, which right now feels very gloomy. It feels really glum about being stuck in an old relationship when new is supposed to come in. And that's where it's being clearly suggested that rather than seeking those answers, emotional leadership outside, find that emotional leader within. Find that stable leadership, acknowledgement of your emotions, validation of everything that you have gone through. Look at those situations from the past that you're dwelling in the moment, that you're reminiscing about, the memories you're reminiscing in. Look at those things from only the past perspective. Don't try to think that those realities exist today and you can somehow make it work. That's too much of wishful thinking in a past environment. Rather take that wishful thinking and use that in daydreaming about this new that's waiting to come in, and seemingly you are blocking it. So seek that emotional leader inside. Try to connect, let your feelings or these, so it's like those memories come up, those memories show up in your mind. So at that point, take a pause. If you feel anxiety, or if you feel panic, or if you feel being stuck in that memory, take a pause, take a moment for self, few minutes for self, let that memory come in, feel that memory, and then experience the emotions that you're feeling. If at any point in that memory you feel a negative emotion, and you most likely would, because that negative emotion drove that relationship to an end, creating that emotional chaos. Focus on that negative feeling that you feel, and then see what part of your belief is causing that negative feeling. Now, do you still believe in that belief? If yes, then that negative feeling would still persist. And if you don't, you have already modified, you have taken up that lesson, so release that memory. thinking that the other person would be expecting you to improve, or imagining that the other person can improve. It's too much of like ifs and buts, imagination which is out of control. Rather, it's more about changing that, fixing self, and then just hoping for best in the future, then getting stuck in the past. So all this reading is pointing towards is that they were emotional chaos in the past. A relationship broke off, or more than one, is like an emotional arrangement that kept you stable in the past. Multiple relationship seems like it's a very specific love relationship that got broke off, and a new one is seeming to come in, and the upgrade or the changes you were hoping, this new person has it. The person might not physically look like the old one, or may not, but the behavioral, the psychological, emotional, intellectual space, like all those things that you were hoping is there in this person. You're just blocking that person to come in by staying stuck, dwelling in the old, not able to release that. Suggestion is take some time for self, let those memories flood in, and then focus on those emotions. Allow your own self to find that emotional leader. Don't seek that leadership outside. If you have to, sure, go ahead and find some help. But try to balance those emotional waters by self. Once you go through that time, you would realize that that strength you need to go through such difficult, dark times is within inside you. And all those changes, all those self-belief would clear up these old memories, would create the space for the new, will clean up your house and create space for new energy to come in. And that space would automatically bring in the true relationship that you deserve. So rather than being stuck in the past, rather than dwelling in the past, find your own emotional leader and let it lead you. Other suggestion is to increase your self-trust and self-love, is to take up some philanthropy with your time, with your love, with your abundance. Share that. Rather than focusing or being stuck in creating material abundance, become more philanthropic about sharing it. That would create values, self-value and self-importance inside you that might be missing because of their broken relationship. It would give you a much needed improvement that would bring in more positive energy, more vibration, taking you to a better future. Libra, I hope this reading connected with you. And if it did, there's an extension to it. In the extension, I would look more at your current oral energy, how you are feeling in this moment, how we can further balance your emotional waters. Messages from the oracle regarding finding this emotional leader within and then moving onwards. Timing related to the relationship coming in. All of that I will look in the extended. If you would like to join me there, the link for that is below in the description box. Thank you for joining me in the reading, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have an amazing week. Bye.